everybody, welcome back to Maritime Foam. There has recently been a lot of interest in this blaster on my channel. This is the Nerf N-Series Minecraft bow, and it's pretty neat. It looks like a really cool prop. It takes the new N-Series darts, which if you don't know about those by now, I have a whole playlist on my channel. Whoops, I primed the wrong way. I have a whole playlist on my channel where you can learn all about those if you want to. People are divided. I will say after some time, the biggest problem with me for N-Series, honestly, I could get into a whole bunch of other quirks and learnings. The big thing is it's just one more different dart type to use, so I tend to drift away from using N-Series blasters combined with my other blasters because of compatibility. I do the same thing if I'm using blasters that use short darts. I won't use something that uses long. Or if I'm using in a game something that uses long darts, I won't use something that uses short darts. So as much as I love all different ammo types, having something else that's a different caliber does make me use it a bit less. I say all that, but I'm a guy with a zillion blasters who's maybe using a lot more different blasters than the average person or the average kid. So if you are just getting something like this for Christmas, you have a handful of blasters, you're not going to have that problem, and this is pretty cool if you're a Minecraft fan. You can see my full review on this one on my channel, but we're not here to talk about this. We're here to talk about this, the Minecraft Mob Pack. You got a creeper, you got a skeleton. These are two shot blasters with a smart AR. That means you can prime it, and then fire the one underneath. And I think these look kind of neat. And you know what? They're also notable because these are among the first blasters to be franchised that are using the new N-Series dart. That does mean these do not work with your standard Elite darts or your green waffle head darts or any of that. They only work with Nerf N-Series darts, which are a bit shorter and a little bit wider. I couldn't leave this creeper and skeleton pack behind the last time I was in the US. I've resisted a couple times, but this was the day. Let's get into it. Whoop. Hey, these guys are pretty cute. This pack came with 8 darts, which is not super generous, but I guess it's enough for a few shots out of each. If you are diving into N-Series, you're gonna need some more darts. To load one of these blasters, take your favorite. I'm gonna take the creeper in this case, push a Nerf N-Series dart into the top of it. This is not going to be very ergonomic. It is very square. You pull on his feet, let him go, and now he is primed. There's a little button on the top side or left side, I guess, in order to fire this blaster. You can actually see the clips very visibly, which is interesting. I guess they wanted to avoid screw holes. I wonder if this is glued as well. So this blaster is clipped together. Oh yeah, there's some screw holes on the back. And we press this little button to fire it. Let's see. Hey, I gotta say, oh, what happened there? That fired pretty hard. I actually think the act of firing the first dart and me priming it loosened the second dart. You have to have your darts fully seated in order for them to fire well with a smart AR system, which means air restrictor. Let's try that again. Again, pretty hard. Prime. That worked okay that time. This blaster is painful to hold. It's kind of funny. All right. So there's 2 of them. These would be really hard to dual wield. I don't like that with the return spring on this, I pull his feet, and if I just let it go, I have to push a little bit further to rest his feet in a position. It would still fire with them down like this little bit of travel doesn't really matter, but it would just be more polished if you could let go and it sprung right back up, but nitpick. So you might be saying, as a hobbyist, I would never buy these, this is crazy. Now, as a kid, or a collector, or a guy like me, you might be like, those are pretty cute and they're pretty neat. That's the camp that I fall into. I love the idea of playing games with goofy blasters. I actually could really see me organizing a game. Maybe everyone's using a different type of dart than N-Series or whatever. Maybe these are kind of the MacGuffins at either end of the field where you can only take down the other team's base or one special character on a team by hitting them with one of these weird little creeper blasters. I always think when you get a weird blaster, that is an opportunity for weird rules and a fun game. These look really good. These would look really good on a shelf. I do enjoy any time that something is essentially a Nerf firing functional toy or prop. This would look pretty cool in anybody's room if they're a big Minecraft fan. Let's see what kind of performance we get out of these little guys. 60, well, that's not great. 50. Well, I'm surprised. They actually seemed like they were coming to there with a lot more power. 50, oh, error. 60. That 50 was an error. So it looks like we're only getting like 60 FPS out of these, which that I'll admit is pretty disappointing for N series. N series power is supposed to be more high 80s towards 90. So I know these are small. They don't have much of a prime length, so it's probably a little weenie plunger tube in there. But when I think of something like the Ward, which is a Nerf N-Series 2-shot blaster, that has really good performance. That has a high 80s performance. And I would have thought that this actually would have very similar internals to the Ward. I'm not gonna open it up today, but that'll be something that I look at eventually. Or if there's a picture of someone online who opened it, I'll share that here and we'll see how it compares to the Ward. So yeah, as much as I was actually all in on the look of these, despite, you know, bad ergo, whatever, I am really disappointed in the performance. Just for contrast, 75, 72, 74. Those feel lower than I remembered as well from my review. Maybe those darts were a little bit used. I did pick them up off the floor. But these, even with new darts, were hitting around 60. I'm not making excuses for these, but these are obviously not high performance blasters. These are more goofy and silly, so maybe it doesn't matter as much. I mean, honestly, I'm gonna show you what it looks like to fire these so you can see that, you know, they're still pretty fun to fire across a room. All right, everyone, we have a zombie target on top of my recyclables. How appropriate. Not the easiest thing to aim down a skeleton, but I'm gonna go for the zombie's head. And now for the creeper. Almost dead center, though I was going for the head. Compensated a little too high. Hard to aim. And with that, the creeper and skeleton mob review are done. What do you think? I want to know. Would these go on your list for the money, which I'll put right down here below? I forget what they cost right now. Or are these 100% pass? I gotta admit, I kind of wanted them to go with the Minecraft bow. I do also have a Minecraft axe that just came out not that long ago, but it's not N series. I kind of wish it would get released in the same ecosystem. I mean, does it really matter? No, but obviously I have a problem. Until the next review or the next mod guide or whatever, a lot of you here are new viewers, so please, please, please subscribe. I'm on that long journey to 100. And I'd like to do it before I'm 80. I'll talk to everyone later. I hope you're having a good 2025 so far. Bye, guys.